Hey guys, and welcome to a Manifest Shadow Creature Slayer guide in your personal Slayer dungeon. These creatures are incredible Slayer experience per hour and are AFKable with the high level gear requirements. So when you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax and enjoy. The requirements for this method are quite steep. You require level 99 Slayer to get access to the personal owned Slayer dungeon, aka the Sunken Pyramid, and don't worry, you can actually use someone else's dungeon if you don't have the souls yet in your own dungeon, and you require high level melee gear and a halberd/scythe type weapon, like a Dragon Rider Lance, Masuda's War Spear, Noxious Scythe, weapons like those. Now the truthful shadows in your personal owned Slayer dungeon are super easy to AFK with tier 70 gear, but the Manifest Shadows are not. They hit extremely hard even through prayers, and that's why you need the hard tier armor. Some of the useful items to AFK these are the tier 1 Quiver, giving you 5% increased damage against all shadow creatures, including the Manifest ones, which is obtained after completing the medium tier rune tasks. A Scrimshaw Vampirism or Vampirism Aura, or the combined two, are very useful, but you don't necessarily need both active at one time. You can do just fine using a Vampirism Aura and Protect from melee using abilities like Devotion and stuff. A Charming Imp to collect the charms, a Spring Cleaner to alch the only salvage drop they have, and a Steel Titan will increase your kills per hour and therefore your Slayer experience per hour, or you could use a legendary pet to pick up the noted drops, though these aren't that good money. They're more so good for the Slayer experience. In fact, they give more Slayer experience than actual combat experience, which is weird, but it's a thing. Now here's an example gear setup, and you want to kill these using melee. Now I know that's trimmed Masterwork armor, and you do not need trimmed Masterwork armor. You can do this in Elder Rune, regular Masterwork armor, or even Torva. But you want to have a Blood Amulet, a Halberd and Scythe type weapon, Cinderbanes as they are poisonable, a Luck of the Dwarves, and your Slayer helmet. And I know that's not a fully upgraded one you're seeing in the image. That's because I cancel way too many tasks. Like, really. But doesn't matter. As for your inventory, you want to have all of the noted drops in there, being the Grimy Cantadines, the Grimy Irits, Grimy Renars, Grimy Aventos, and Swamp Tar, of course, because that is, it's not noted, but you can pick it up and it stacks, and the same can be said for the Fellstalk seeds. Maybe a Seedicide with the upgrade can be useful here so that you pick up the seeds automatically that are not crushed. That's a player-owned farm upgrade, by the way, that costs beans, and Adamantite Stone Spirits, which are also a stackable drop. Now, there is food in the inventory because, like I said, they are very tough and you may need to use emergency food here and there. That's also the reason there's an enhanced Excalibur in there as well. You want to have overloads or other stat boosting potions if your Herbal level is not that high yet, but if you're 99 Slayer, you probably have a decent Herbal level. You want Super Restores to replenish your Prayer and your Turmoil Curse, or your tier 99 Curse if you have that. And you want Aggression Potions because you cannot kill these without those. Now, to get the souls yourself for your personal owned Slayer dungeon, you have to kill the shadows regularly. On task, you have a better chance of collecting the souls in a Ushabti. These Ushabtis can be claimed for free from the NPC inside the Sunken Pyramid, depending on your Slayer level, or bought with Slayer points from any Slayer master. Collecting them can take a while, by the way. If you've never been to the Sunken Pyramid, you get there from the Menenvos Lodestone, walking to the Ports District, then right-clicking Portmaster Cags, and choosing the first option to travel to the Sunken Pyramid. Again, this requires level 99 Slayer. Now, as for killing the shadow creatures, it's really simple. You use your stat boosting potion, your aggression potion, and you start AFKing with the right revolution bar. If you're struggling to kill these, put devotion on the first slot of your revolution bar. This way you'll automatically activate it and you'll be protected from the melee attacks for a few seconds. Enhanced Devoted perk is also extremely useful for this reason, because it activates randomly if your armor is augmented and it has this invention perk on it. Now, like I said previously, these creatures do not make you that much money from the noted drops, though they might pay for your supplies. Now, they also drop Manifest Shadow Cores, Sealed Elite Clue Scrolls, and a Dark Body. The Dark Body is actually a piece to get a pet. Each of the different shadow creatures have one piece, so if you get this as a rare drop, try killing the other ones if you want to collect the pet, which is pretty cool, by the way. If you're a clue hunter, getting these elite clue scrolls can be pretty good, and I definitely recommend preferring this Slayer task. In fact, you might as well prefer this Slayer task anyway, because if you have them in your personal owned Slayer dungeon, or you can use your clanmates or friends' personal owned Slayer dungeon, these are just such good experience for the amount of effort you put in that they're 100% worth doing despite being very low profit per hour. Now, these shadow creatures drop a Manifest Shadow core, which can be used with level 91 divination on the Light Rift, where you can originally get the souls for these shadow creatures located in the Amlord area of Profitanas, aka Elf City. You can actually pick these up and maybe even note them using magic notepaper for some divination experience, but I would not do that as it's just extra effort for little reward. You might as well just AFK them and get that juicy Slayer experience instead. Oh yeah, here's a clip of me trying this with Bandos to prove to you guys that it's not possible to AFK these with Bandos armor. You can do it with Bandos armor and eat food here and there, but it's just going to be much tougher and you'll have to bank more often. With that being said, that's the end of this Manifest Shadow Creature Slayer guide. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please leave a like down below as it would help out the channel, and maybe even consider subscribing if you want more RuneScape 3 guides. And if you're interested in my Slayer and combat data spreadsheet, it will be linked in the description below. Catch you guys later. Peace.